Breaking news, hot off the press. Within the last 72 hours, Reddit shut down, basically. And you might wonder why, and I'm here to tell you. Hi there, I'm Roux, welcome to my video, and in this video I'm going to talk about Aimee Challenor and how she basically broke Reddit over the last 72 hours. If you're an avid Redditor, you might already know, but nonetheless, let's look at the deets. So during the last few days, if you're a Redditor, you might have noticed that a lot of subreddits went private, as in, unless you're a member, you can't look at them. And you might have wondered, why? It's all to do with the latest Reddit scandal. The subreddits went private in protest. Why? Because of a certain Reddit employee misusing their power to censor things about their past. This Reddit employee was a person by the name of Aimee Challenor. Aimee Challenor, born 1st of October 1997, is a British transgender activist and former spokesperson and electoral candidate for the Green Party. In 2017, she stood election for Coventry South, receiving 1.3% of the votes. Now you might be thinking, oh, people hate the fact that she's transgender, which is what she would like to, be the narrative. No, that's not it. Not at all. It makes me really angry, though, that she would try to twist it to be like, oh, it's transphobia, when in reality, she's just a horrible person. And I'll tell you why. By reading this article from Metro News. Dozens of subreddits have been made private in protest at the forum's censorship and decision to continue to employ a controversial admin. A moderator was banned and then reinstated after sharing an article which mentioned Reddit employee Aimee Challenor despite not being aware that she worked for the site. So the thing is, someone posted a news article on Reddit about something that pertains to her. And she removed it, banned the person, and censored it. And you might wonder, what kind of news article was it? You see, Aimee Challenor's father is a convicted pedophile. When Aimee Challenor was living with him, he had a 10-year-old girl chained up in the attic that he tortured and sexually abused. And Aimee Challenor says she knew nothing about it. Which is beside the point because even if she didn't know about it after he was accused of it, before he was sentenced and stuff, which he was sentenced to 22 years, I think, before he was sentenced, but after he was accused by the police, she hired him as a photographer for her political campaign. And she knew for a fact that that was not kosher because she lied about his name so that she could, hire him and have him work under the radar, but then people found out and she was kicked out of the party for this. Imagine your father is literally a monster and you're just I'm gonna hire him. Yeah, people did not take kindly to that. And then there's the other thing of her husband, who's also a pedophile. Yeah, it just gets worse. Her husband apparently posts erotic fan fiction on the internet about abusing children sexually. She was a part of another political party, but she got kicked out of that one because someone found her husband's tweets, which said that he fantasized about children being sexual with each other, with other adults, and forced to have, sexual relations and being abused. Yeah. When they were confronted with this, her and her husband, they were just like, oh no, our account was hacked. And besides, it's not like he's into it in real life, it's just a fantasy. Yeah. It's I didn't do it, but if I did, it's also not really a big deal. Yeah. Insane. So with that in mind, knowing this as her past, the fact that she was hired as a Reddit admin is horrifying. Made even more horrifying by the fact that Reddit seemed to be censoring and trying to hide the fact that this was her past. Because she worked for them. There was apparently, an algorithm set into place where if anyone posted anything with just her name in it, her public name, which is, public knowledge, they would be banned and their comment would be removed. Just straight up censorship. Why? They said it would be doxing, which is ridiculous. Doxing is when you tell someone's personal address and, stuff like that. Telling someone their name is not doxing. That's just public information. Doxing is when you literally go, this person lives at such and such address, go there and hurt them. That's doxing. Saying someone's full name is not doxing. But yeah, that's what was going on. And that's why people were so outraged, because if just mentioning factual stories of criminal facts that just so happen to be a part of this person's background is somehow doxing, that's censorship in like the worst form. That's like some sort of dictatorship going on. That's abuse of power. Like, if you can't even discuss a criminal case because one of the people in the case works for Reddit, yeah, that's all kinds of shady. And that's why the subreddits went private and said, you know what? We're not going to be non-private, as in we're not going to let people read Reddit. We're basically making Reddit unreadable unless you fire her. It took so long before Reddit did. And when they did, they were just like, oh, sorry, we didn't vet her enough. And people were like, okay. First of all, when people confronted you with this, like with facts of her background, you didn't do anything. The only thing you did was protect her by making it so people couldn't talk about it, so people wouldn't know, which is censorship in its shadiest form. And only when it got so much traction by everyone making Reddit basically unreadable did you do something about it. Yeah. Not cool. Not cool. I don't understand how they could ever be like, oh, we're gonna make an algorithm or like a bot thing where just saying her name is somehow doxing. I feel like just almost feels intentionally misconstrued and stupid. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's not cool. Reddit is one of the most free communities out there, and it's a very big staple of just people having freedom of speech. And if this is how Reddit in its core is gonna act, that's not cool. Other people also pointed out that Reddit went into extreme measures to protect this Aimee lady when she, obviously is not a nice person, whilst other people who are volunteer mods, moderators on Reddit, have been actually doxxed, have tried to talk to Reddit about it, and Reddit did nothing. Double standard, and it's horrifying. Yeah. Please comment below, what do you think about this? I personally think that Reddit really needs to take a long, hard look at itself, because it's one thing to be like, oh, we want to protect our employees. It's another thing entirely when you try to rewrite history and make it so that people can't have freedom of speech and can't look into this person from public articles and making it basically a censorship dictatorship. That's really a scary route to go down, and I don't agree with that, and Reddit needs to get their shit together. And they need to look into protecting people who actually work voluntarily for them. They seem to give an awful lot of shits about this Aimee lady being protected when she had, done horrible things. And yet, other people who are innocent, who just use their free time, who aren't even paid to do this for free, get doxxed, and Reddit does nothing. Yeah, not cool. Comment below, what do you think about this? Let's have a discussion. Thank you so much for stopping by. You're awesome. If you have any more information you want to add to this that maybe I didn't address, comment below. I want to know all about it. Let's have a big discussion about this. Thank you so much to my wonderful patrons, Catbra, Madalena Wurska, Cami, Ellie, Very Floppy, and Rebelly. If anyone's interested in becoming my patron, there's a link below. But no matter what, please continue coming back. Subscribing, liking, commenting, keeping my channel alive. I've been feeling a little blue lately, and yeah, please help me stay alive on this platform. I would really appreciate it. You're awesome for coming by, and keep coming back, okay? Okay, love you. Bye.